What's up, CDB? Excuse me, I'm drinking my coffee. What's up, Billy Girl TV? What's up, Tampa Red? What's good? What's good? What's good? Come on in, come on in. Hey, Miss Douglas. So, last night, of course, I was watching the news, and we have involved ourselves, which I'm not too happy about, in the war with Iran. Um, our president has ordered bombs to hit some nuclear sites in Iran. Some Republicans knew. None of the Democrats knew, which is a problem because only Congress can really authorize and do that. But the president took it upon himself to do this. So now we're going to see what happens and see what's going on. Is Trump is trying to get points to make Iran come to the table so they can take all the credit for it without any Democrats. But I don't know if it's going to go that easy because Trump never thinks about the long term, always short term thinker. What's up, crazy people? So it's really hard to tell at this time, but we do know that only a few people in Congress knew. Some Republicans knew, but not all the Democrats. I just think it's terrible because I think this is the way people think that they bolster their popularity, and they'll go to war and do something silly. And I don't know what to think, you all. I'm just really in prayer because this thing could go wrong. It could go wrong. So anyway, if you haven't watched CNN or MSNBC or Fox News, it's all on the news. So I don't know, y'all. I don't trust this man. Ain't that sad when you say you don't trust this man and that's the president? You know what I'm saying? I mean, with Obama and Biden, you know they talked to people and gone through this thing over and over again because they really want to do the right thing. They're trying to make it. With this man, I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, the whole administration needs to be gone. It's terrible, y'all. It's terrible. Well, you all, it has been a very quiet night, early morning. I was so tuckered out on yesterday. We had a lot of fun. I'm telling you, I was tuckered out. After I got off that live, I went to bed because I was tired. So, yeah, and I'm still tired, but I'm here. I wanted to come on to say hello to everyone. I'm glad that people are taking care of themselves. I'm glad of that. I am happy for Tommy, no lie, no cap down, not trying to get in his relationship. I'm just happy that Tommy is moving on. He went out on a date, which is great. Hopefully it turns into something nice. If not, at least he's dating. So that's good. He was very happy because the man paid for his meal and his drink. Tommy said he ain't never been out to eat except for the buffet and they running out. But he said that he went to a sit down place. They ate. It was very nice. So I hope that it worked out for him, or it's gonna work out for him. He looked much better. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie. He looked so much better, and he seems so much calmer. So yeah. So hopefully it works out for him. And this is not an anti-Castro conversation. It's not. It's just I'm just glad. Let me say this. I'm glad that they're moving on because I don't want anybody to go to jail. I don't want anybody to get hurt because again, it has been a lot of physical um, involvement. So I hope nobody gets that. So when you start looking at that stuff, that man got a job. Nobody don't want to see that man go to jail. Nobody want to see people get abused. So I'm happy that they are moving the heck on. What's up, Badu? Badu? So congratulations, Tommy, on your little date. Hopefully you go. Hopefully that will be a continual thing, or you will go on more. I'm not mad at you. Do what you got to do. Yeah, because I know how people try to spin it. I know how people try to spin it, but no. Anything to keep that man from driving over somebody's house, yelling in the street at 3 o'clock in the morning, baby, I would want him to do that. I ain't gonna lie, the other person over there. Let me stop, Jesus. Let me stop on Sunday because I was about to say something. Ooh, I was about to say something. Breathe, breathe, breathe. I'm breathing, y'all. I'm breathing because I was about to say something, but I'm breathing. Okay, I'm good now. So I was like, baby, I was about to say something. Hey, Trezor. Now, you know, long time no see. I hope you've been doing well. Trezor, it's just been so much going on these streets. There's so much going on in Israel, and Palestine, now and Iran. Baby, stuff going on there. Stuff going on in these YouTube streets and stuff. It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. My God, today it's good to see you. Oh yeah, it's good to see you. You want me to tell it? Lord Jesus, y'all trying to be messy. Y'all trying to make me be messy. Cause I had to breathe. Go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say it. Y'all don't want to hear what I gotta say. Y'all don't want to hear. Y'all don't want to hear it. Y'all don't want to hear it. Let me drink my coffee. Y'all don't want to hear it. Tell it. So y'all pushing me. Y'all pushing me. Y'all pushing me. Anyway, Castro, in the love of Jesus, you know I love you. You're the nephew, you know I love you, nephew. But nephew, okay. So nephew, if you're gonna get a camera angle, please make sure that the wrought iron on the front porch is painted and not rusted. And please make sure that the sealing paint on the porch ain't cracking. Go over there to Home Depot and get some black spray paint and paint that with some Rust-Oleum and get some white paint. And Castro, you can take that off of your taxes. You can say that that's like a set or something. You know what I'm saying? I was improving my set. You know what I'm saying? You can do that. See how that works, and you can get that money back. And also, Castro, how about Castro started singing that song? He said, oh, he said, wait a minute. He said, oh, wait a minute. Baby, I hollered. He was trying to sing the Castro song. He said, oh. He said, wait a minute. Yeah, I hollered, please have your tune ready before you start to attempt to sing. Hey, please please have your okay, okay. Now, now let me go on over to something else. Looking, I don't know what you want me to show, girl. Okay, and then Castro, I ain't lying. Tommy said that you was eating greens from 4 days ago because you was hungry. And you was now, Lord Jesus, you was chopping up them wieners, them little wieners and cheese. Baby, I don't baby, it looked like a whole lunch. Boom, it looked like a whole lunchable in that kitchen, baby, and you was serving it up. I'm like, it looked like a whole lunchable. I, baby, look, now Tommy ain't lying, because you was cutting up that Vienna sausage, baby. And I don't know if that was cheese or what. But baby, it was giving major constipation. I'm like, what in the lunchable? And then Castro, boy, put on a white t-shirt, baby. That t-shirt looked like it just seen better days. And that baby, between that t-shirt and that porch, and I don't know, Castro, if you've been drinking, but baby, it was just, ooh, okay. Now I ain't trying to be funny, but Tommy looking victorious. Tommy looking like he got a new attitude. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, over there. And baby looked like you struggling. Tommy said he was feeding you. Feed me. And I'm telling you, I ain't gonna lie. I think Tommy was telling the truth. Because baby, you was cutting up them cheese and that Vienna sausage like you went to the Culinary Institute of America in Hyde Park, girl. Like you went to the Cordon Bleu over there. I'm like, Lord have mercy. So anyway, Castro, get it together, baby, because one person is looking like they moving on, and the other person look like they just stuck. That's all I had to say. I don't know why y'all told me to tell it. Girl, that rust was getting me. It was the rust for me. Yeah, how you gonna have rust on a black wrought iron? Yeah. Anyway, I guess he is. I ain't being shady. I'm being real. Baby, Tommy said it was 4-day-old collard greens. You know what Fred Sanford did say? I think it was 4-day-old cabbage. Is it collard greens or cabbage? I think with Fred it was 4-day-old cabbage. 4-day-old cabbage. That's what I think it was. But baby, I was hollering. Baby, all you gotta do is go over there. It's the second to the last in the last video. Baby, he was cutting them Vienna sausages and that cheese up. Baby, like he was a head chef, an executive chef, baby. I'm like, okay. Baby, I ain't never seen nobody cut Vienna sausage and cheese like that. I'm like, Lord have mercy. I'm like, what in the Lunchable is going on here? But baby, let me tell you, the girls do what they gotta do. Baby, it was collard greens. Okay, well Tommy said he was eating 4-day-old collard greens over there at the house. So obviously you didn't get a lot of money from them basket sales. I'm sorry, y'all pushed me to this. See, I wasn't trying to be doing this. I wasn't trying to be messy. I was getting ready to go on. Okay, I was about to go on to something else, but no, see how y'all messy? Y'all messy. Pushing me to talk about Castro, okay, and that t-shirt he had on. And child, that little boy came out of that civil rights though. Honey, that dough was giving we shall overcome. That dough was giving, I ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. Turn me around. Baby, that dough was giving, I have a dream. Baby, it was giving Mega Evans. It was giving Martin Luther King. Okay, it was giving Fred Shuttlesworth. Okay, it was giving Rosa Parks and Fannie Lou Hamer. Honey, that dough. Baby, that doe was giving the Little Rock 9, all of that. Baby, that doe was giving civil rights. Baby, every time I look at that doe, I look at them little Pillsbury hats and them pencil skirts them women used to wear. Woo, baby, that doe was giving me civil rights. It was giving me 1950s and 60s. Yes, it was. Baby, that boy came out that little doe. Castro said, go back in the house. Ooh, Jesus. We shall overcome someday. Hey, deep in my heart, I do believe. Say it out, you, my air condition. Okay, we shall overcome someday. Oh my God, baby, somebody said a raisin in the sun. Somebody said fences. Okay, they said a raisin in the sun. They said, baby, it was giving Lorraine Hansberry. Girl, it was giving fences by Augustus Williams. It was giving the piano lessons. Okay, all of them. I know why Cage Bird sang. It was giving Maya Angelou. It was giving all of them, baby. Harlem Renaissance, all of that. Baby, that doe, I mean, seriously, it was giving Montgomery boycott. Baby, anything civil rights. I looked at that doe and felt civil rights. I looked at that doe and felt Mahalia Jackson singing. Joshua fit the battle of Jericho. I looked at that doe. That doe represents, okay, baby. My God, today. Okay, Rose Parks, first cousin, all right. He was sitting on that porch looking like big old, really? Really? You told Hoppo to beat me? Baby, he was looking like I've been lied on, cheated, talked about, mistreated, you, gone, talked about, sure, I've been down, almost level to the ground. It was as long as I got King Jesus, I don't need nobody else. Baby, it was in that t-shirt. And baby, looked like the t-shirt was about to fall off. I'm like, Lord have mercy. But the man said, though, that he was eating 4-day collard greens over there and eating cheese and Vienna sausage, girl. And he was cutting the Vienna sausage, that cheese up. Baby, he was cutting that thing up like he graduated from the Culinary Institute of America. I was like, Lord have mercy. I was like, what in the Lunchable is going on here? What's up, Steven? A raisin in the sun, girl. That's what they were saying. Baby, that door was giving every bit of civil rights, baby. It was freedom over me, honey. My God, today. Ooh, Lord. So it was a lot going on. But like I said, Tommy done moved on, baby. Tommy said that boy had a job. Tommy said that boy got money. Tommy said that boy bought him a meal. Tommy was very happy. Tommy said he had a bad car. He said he had a bad car. Okay, a car. A car. Tommy didn't have to pick that man up. Okay. Tommy didn't have to pick that man had his own house. Okay, I'm happy for Tommy. Tommy said, you talking about get something better, then let me go ahead and do it. And Tommy went right ahead and went on that date. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. My God today. Child, and he was stuttering everywhere, baby. I'm like, Lord have mercy. He said, stop down. When he first got on, he said, he said, wait a minute. And all you saw was rusty wrought iron and shipping paint on the porch. He said, he said, wait a minute. Baby, I'll holler. He said, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Baby, I'll holler. Baby, you got to get your throat together before you come up on him. But anyway, But I hope Castro move on to. It's gonna be really interesting though. I'm gonna pray that Castro get a driver's license. I don't know what's going on with him because it's really odd that you in your 30s and you still don't have no driver's license. I don't know if he can't pass the test. I don't know if he's nervous or stuff or he drinking too much. I don't know. But Castro, first of all, you need to get your driver's license because again, that's gonna give you freedom of mobility. Okay, because right now your mobility is restricted. And then I don't know what else you need to do, Castro. Did you graduate from high school? I ain't trying to be funny. I ain't trying to be funny, but did you graduate? I ain't trying to be funny. Is you? I mean, because you got to ask questions now. I mean, you really do have to ask questions. You really have to ask questions. I mean, so what's holding you back? Because my thing is, Tommy got a job, and he got his own place, and he got his own car. Okay. Now he got that. You, on the other hand, you renting out a room. Okay, you renting out a room. You don't have a car. I don't know. Because I believe before you get somebody, you need to get you. Oh my God, somebody better write that down. Somebody better write that down. That's the word. Before you try to get somebody, you need to get you. Before you start dating somebody, you need to date you. And you need to tell you that, hey, I need to get it together. You know what I'm saying? I need to get it together. Because nobody ain't gonna if anybody gotta pick you up and do all of this stuff, then you ain't nothing but a booty call. And that's all you're gonna be is a booty call. Because nobody really ain't gonna be in no serious relationship where they gotta take care of grown man unless you gonna be in one of those arranged relationships. And I'm gonna tell you, if you get into one of those relationships, then you stuck like Chuck. You stuck like Chuck. So I hope you have some freedom and not be trapped by your inability to be able to travel and do things. Let me see what stuff down there said. He done said something. Let me see what he done said. Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, I'm serious. I'm serious. My thing is, before you try to find somebody, you need to find you. And you need to be whole before you try to get with anybody. Ain't no need for you to be in a quarter or a half trying to be whole. And no man ain't gonna make you whole. You better do it for yourself, boo. I'm being real, y'all, because these girls are really they got the game wrong. They got it twisted. They got it twisted. You need to have a car and a job and even okay, so if you don't have a place to live where you can't host, at least have a car. I'm just being real. Y'all, it was this when I first moved to San Antonio, it was this chocolate brother. Just as fine. He was older than I am. He was fine as all get out. So he said, come pick him up. I said, that that ended it right there. If you can look that good and be drinking that much at the club, then you should have your own car. That was a red sign. That was a red flag, baby. It was a red flag for me. I'm like, no sir, Bobby Jr. And I didn't have to ask no questions. And like I said, that ended that real quickly. It was like, it was over. Ain't nobody doing that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Taking care of no grown man. I know, all right. We can take care of each other, but so I know. I mean, and I ain't trying to be funny, but it. And you that age, You too old to be doing that. You about to hit on 40. You 5 years from 40, and you still struggling? No, 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 no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, no, no. We ain't doing that. You can go get a security job or something. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, y'all, let me hurry up. I'm drinking this coffee. I'm so full. Woo. Well, I'm just glad though. What's something I was saying? Well, I'm gonna say this. I'm just glad Tommy is doing better. He looks much better. And like I said, it's only one day. But it seems like Tommy is resolute. It seems like he has resolved his issues and he has really said, "Oh, okay, it's time to move on because I'm not going to be looking like a fool with this man. I'm not going to be up here defending this man and I'm looking foolish. I'm looking crazy. I'm looking crazy out here." And he resolved in himself not to look crazy no more. I can dig it. Hold on, let me see you back here, Lord. Oh, hold on for a minute. Okay, I see who that is. What's up, Stephen? Stephen, can you hear me? Hello, Stephen. 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 Hello. Stephen, I can't hear you. Come in and come back out. I can't hear you for some reason. Lord have mercy. My mic ain't working. Okay, come in and come back out, Stephen. I'm gonna drop the link again. Stephen had a word for us. Shoe shine used to cost a dime. A penny could get you plenty. A nickel could take you anywhere. Troubles we didn't have many. Yes, y'all ain't ready for that. Y'all ain't ready for that shoe shine. What's up, Stephen?
What's up, Jay Wilson? Is my mic working now?
Oh, it's working really good now.
Okay. Good morning, by the way. Good morning.
Good morning.
But what is this about? So Castro was renting a room. Now I like Castro, but now I thought that they lived in Arkansas, wherever. Now that is a pretty affordable place to live. So you gotta rent a room in Arkansas?
Tommy said he's paying $400 to rent a room. And everything. I don't know if he rented the room out of his family house or what. But all I know is they need to paint that wrought iron and paint that ceiling because it's getting on my nerves. But I mean, it's getting on my nerves. But
Oh
yeah, and
Lord.
Tommy, but you know what though? I'm just happy because Tommy has really moved on. I hope he
Yeah,
went on
Tommy
a
looked
date.
like
He
he got a
seemed to have.
nice place. His background looks good. It looks like he has a
Yeah,
nice
I mean, he
bed.
cleaned it up. Oh my God, he cleaned it up. He cleaned it up. He said he was tired of hearing me talking about it. He cleaned it up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I just think Tommy stopped doing all that drinking because he was trying to keep that man. Tommy, this was the best Tommy looked. Tommy looked really good. He didn't have no blue can in his hand.
That's good. That's good. Now, when he starts
He
drinking,
said
is
he
that
went on
when
a date.
is that when the abuse starts? Is when he normally drinks?
Yes,
Because
yes.
okay, well
When
then
he's
that's
drinking.
good. Yeah, the less he
Yeah, but he
drinks, the
went on
better.
a date. But he said the man had a car. The man paid for dinner.
Ooh, okay.
Yes, yes.
Tommy's coming up in the world.
Yep, the man said he said if he paid for dinner, he has his own place, and so it went really well. And he seemed like he was good. He said that this ain't his man. He said they just went on a date, but it really went well. And I'm just happy that he's doing what he's doing. Now I'm not anti-Castro, even though I really want him to paint that thing and stuff. 'Cause that thing was bothering me, and he was chopping up them Vienna sausages and that cheese. But and then yeah, but I just hope now Castro can move on because Tommy has. And Tommy said that Castro was
Mm.
hungry. And you know what? Castro did call that man to come and fix him some food. And then Tommy said no, but he knew he was eating like greens from 4 days ago.
Oh Lord.
Baby, he said greens from
Not
4 days
greens
ago.
from
I
4
said,
days
baby,
ago.
from 4 days ago.
Oh God, that's mess your stomach up.
My God, somebody said rusted. Well, I'm just saying. So anyway, that's what's going on. And then in other news, I'm just glad that people ain't on YouTube when they should be getting healed. I'm happy because of that. So there's a lot of things going on. So yeah, how you doing, Stephen?
No, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. But the commentary on Castro though, I think the best way to, like, when you are in the dating market is to really have your own stuff. Like, there's nothing better than to have your own place, have your own car. That's the best way to appeal to other people, was when you are independent on your own. But definitely you gave some good advice on that one.
Well, he needs to start knowing himself before you try to find somebody. You need to find you. You know, and like I said, I'm asking
That's
those
true.
questions not because I'm being shady, but my thing is, you're 35 years old and you don't have a driver's license. What in the world? I mean, you know,
What
can you
happened?
not pass the test? You know, what's going on?
Could
I
have got
mean,
suspended, something like that. That's what
did
I
you
hope
ever
it's
have
something like
one?
that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, did you ever have one? It's just, yeah,
I
it's
want to
just
say
like,
in the South, you have to have a car. Like, if you're not in a big city, like where there's a train, a bus system, you almost have to have a car. Like, how do you expect to get around? How do you expect to get back and forth to work? You know, you have to start asking those questions. Yeah.
And
Or you're
like I
going to be
said,
stranded.
well, and then if people got to continue to pick you up, then you're gonna continue to be a pickup. Okay, a whole booty call, because nobody is not gonna take you seriously.
Yeah.
And I mean, come on. I mean, because they know they got you. And then if you're in a relationship, you're stranded. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to
Yeah, they
depend
can
on
control
somebody to
you.
do stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
person can have the upper hand in a situation. Like, yeah, you should always go into a situation like relationship with having your own. That way you can, if the situation's bad, you can go ahead and get up and pack your shit and leave.
That's because Tommy was always telling that man to leave. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just happy because let me tell you something. I really didn't like Tommy putting hands on Castro. And then, you know, Tommy nostrils be flaring. He looks very angry and stuff. And I'm like, child.
Well,
So I was really nervous.
I did see Tommy live the other night, and them nostrils I saw clean through his brain. So,
But you know what, though? They weren't flaring last night. He was
not like they
very happy.
used that, not like they normally do. What's up,
Yeah.
Voodoo?
What's up,
up,
Voodoo?
Stephen? Hey, Pastor. How you
What's
doing?
going on? I'm doing all right.
I was gonna
What's
ask
going on
you,
with
did you spend all that money you made yesterday? And if you didn't,
Oh
send
no,
me
baby,
some.
no, I didn't spend. I
Send me
spent a little bit,
$20.
baby. I spent a little bit of it, but I didn't spend all of it, baby. But let me tell
Where'd
you
you make
something.
money at?
Because
For
somebody got
Dragon
used,
Hershey.
somebody paid me for
Oh,
dragging, and I really didn't drag her. She drug herself by not coming on that camera and showing her ceiling.
You
Everybody was
made
showing their
oh
ceiling
Lord.
you made
without
like
mold and
300,
stuff.
right? $300.
Oh, that's good.
My
$325.
God.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yep, three hundred and
I'm
twenty-five dollars.
I'm gonna rewatch
And
that. I'm gonna watch that live and get caught up.
Yeah, it was good. It was funny.
yeah, I mean, but the thing is, all she had to do, she up there talking about some a deed and stuff. I'm like, girl, but you show your ceiling first. You know what I'm saying? Show that ceiling first. Everybody show their ceiling. So Sheffy showed her ceiling. See,
She
Sheffy stunned
did.
on her by showing that
Oh
ceiling.
yeah, a ceiling challenge.
Yes,
Yep.
Oh
it
God.
was. Then I showed my ceiling and floors. And then Malik and Brooke showed their ceiling. Baby. And all her she was doing was talking. And then people just
Oh
started paying money.
wow.
Baby, they was paying money. It was deep.
It was.
That's a lot.
So yeah, but y'all, let me tell y'all something. I know what I had to talk about. Oh, I'm glad y'all here. Okay, I'm gonna be
Oh,
messy on
Lord.
this. Oh, somebody sent me something. So, um, they were talking about Brian quite a great deal on Lipstick Alley, and you know I leave him alone because I think the man really is sick. I think he's really going through a lot. I do not make light of that man's illness. It's just unfortunate that he has to come up on YouTube while he should be taking care of himself. I mean, you know, and what I said, you know, I feel sorry for you, but you know, you've done some real crappy stuff and said some crappy stuff about people. And I'm gonna leave that at that. But baby, Now, ODS, I don't know who you pissed off at Lipstick Alley. Now, I don't go to Lipstick Alley.
What?
Let me say this. I don't go to Lipstick Alley, but somebody sent me Lipstick Alley. Somebody sent me the little thing that they be writing at Lipstick Alley. And baby, now ODS, baby, you check Lipstick Alley, ODS. Because on Lipstick Alley, baby, they said that you was trying to get with Captivating Christian.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all, a lot of pillow talk, honey. A lot of pillow talk. And then when you found out his leg went right, girl, when you found out his leg went right, honey, you changed
That was
mind,
from a while ago, though, isn't
That
it?
was
That's
Kimmy's
not
lie.
recent.
Kimmy brought that back up, Jay Wilson.
Yeah.
She did? Well, baby,
She
I
did.
didn't
That was
know.
old.
Because let me say this. See, y'all be thinking I be in people business, but baby, I didn't know that. Because a lot of people have been turned off by that leg. Now, I ain't going to say no name. But somebody was like, ooh,
But that's how
nice
they said
guy.
they found out about the leg was because they were FaceTiming.
Oh, Jesus. Well, this was another person. I ain't saying no names. Because, baby, honey, the beef set the gamut runs deep with that,
Oh,
baby.
wow.
That's honey,
Wait, someone else other than Captivating Christian?
honey, somebody said, I really like him and everything. But he said, his leg ain't right. And he said he wear elevated shoes. Girl, I was like, I know you lying to me. I ain't say nothing, no. And see, let me tell y'all something. Let me say this something. Let me tell y'all something right here. This was during the gentleman's panel. So that's how long ago
Okay, I
this
remember
was.
that.
And
That
bitch,
was
I
Conscious.
held
Was
that.
Conscious on
Bitch,
there?
I held that, huh?
Conscious. I remember they used to flirt a lot.
Okay, but no, this was before Conscious TV came on.
Oh,
Okay? And bitch, I held that. Baby, I held that.
Oh, you knew about it, Jake?
Baby, I knew about it a long time ago.
About the pig leg.
Oh,
baby,
wow.
I ain't say nothing. See, this is what I don't understand Negresses and Negroes. I don't get them. Because, again, they want to come after you because you ain't running the show or you're not begging them. I don't know. Cause like I said, not conscious, but Captivating Christian shouldn't have no smoke for me. I have never done anything to that man. Nothing at all. All I said was thank you for your service for the gentleman's panel and da-da-da.
I remember.
And he got offended because of that. He got offended. But you was the one telling me you was leaving. And I guess I was supposed to be heartbroken and beg him and stuff, baby. I was ready to go. All right? I needed my Thursday to myself. But I digress. But I knew that your leg went all together. I knew one was shorter than the other because two people had told me that they liked you, but they didn't like their leg. And so I'm like, I ain't say nothing. Bitch, I held that. I knew it and didn't say nothing. I ain't tell nobody. And you want to give me all that smoke. But baby, that's why they say, I didn't know that though. I did not know that though.
My God.
How long ago was this happen when they said, because they said that it came back in Lipstick Alley about ODS. And I ain't know. I'm like, good. And they said when ODS started out there by leg, baby, he kind of canceled. Child, I'm like, what?
Yeah,
so I didn't know about that. How long ago was that?
I don't know how long ago it was. I just remember Kimmy brought it back up. I think yesterday on her live or the day after yesterday.
Yeah, and ODS tapped in
I ain't know none of that.
Answer clarifying questions.
Right, he hit the link.
Girl, I ain't know nothing about that right like that. But see, I knew about that leg already. But people held it. Baby, I held that thing. And see, people always say folk be nasty, but let me tell you something. Look, I didn't want to mess up nobody's persona. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to mess up nobody's persona or nothing. But then the girls got to it and you couldn't say nothing no more. So, But y'all, he's stepping out though. I saw him in that picture with Sean them. Somebody showed me that picture and honey, he was front and center, honey. Okay. He said, here I am. You know what? I like him better with dreads because he look like Little Richard with that, and them eyebrows be all arched and
not
stuff.
Gonna tell that.
Shut up. Shut up. Okay. Oh, Rudy. Bam, boom. Baby, he looking like Little Richard over there. But anyway. But shut up, shut up. Okay, it's giving a lot of shut up over there. But anyway, I digress.
Woo! I can't do that. I can't hit that note.
Anyway, I digress. Ooh,
There you
baby,
go. That's it.
baby. But anyway, I did not know that. So again, and like I said, Brian is very sensitive. So I don't really want to talk about Brian since he's not home.
He
Where
needs
is
to log off.
Brian?
Log off. Don't be on the internet. Come on now.
No. I'm not saying
Where has he
anything
been
negative.
at?
He's in the hospital still, and I think he might have
Oh
surgery coming
Lord.
up. But anything that's gonna help him rest, because again,
Right.
he said everybody after him and people laughing at him. Nobody ain't laughing at you, and then nobody ain't speaking death over you. Now you
I
spoke
haven't heard
death over
anything.
both.
Yeah, I haven't heard anybody drag Brian.
No.
I haven't
Now
either.
he got a little upset because some people were saying every 3 months he gets sick and go to the hospital not to pay rent. Now that's what they've been
Oh
saying.
God.
Who said it?
No, they did. They did. That was on Lipstick Alley. But they were saying, yeah, it was. So my thing is this. I think the man is really sick. I think the man had blood clots. He was dehydrated. So there's a lot of things going on with him. I do not laugh and
He's
pick
young
at
too.
people's situations, right? But now he came for me, and I'm like, look. I mean, so Demetra Lit All Day was on, and I don't know if y'all saw Demetra Lit All Day.
I gotta watch
If you
her. I
didn't,
didn't know she was. Go ahead.
baby, Demetra Lit All Day gave her commentary on Brian, and she said, "I really want to be nice and everything because she said I saw you, looking up to the sky and looking like a Negro spiritual over there,
Wow.
Demetra Lit All Day, right? And so she said she really felt some kind of way until she got to the end, and here you are dragging people and all of this, and then Demetra Lit All Day start going through nubiology, Lady Nika,
Oh
Faith
wow.
Wood.
It's history.
He started going through his history, and she said, "How you cursing people and doing all of that and putting your mouth on people? Why you? And I mean, you doing
She
that from
does
the
do
bed."
health
And
reads.
this is the thing. Let me say this: Trey Jewett is in here right now. He wished cancer back on Trey Jewett Lane.
Yeah.
And
That's
I mean,
terrible.
you can't do that stuff and don't think something's gonna happen to you. Now it's one
That's
thing to
true.
give a little light, you know what I'm saying? But when you wishing stuff, and then what he did to Roe, all of this stuff, and I'm like,
I stay away from health reads. Yeah.
Somebody said the hospital not to pay rent. That's cold blooded, child. That's what they said.
Oh wow.
And like I said, I don't know, but and again, and this is why I say people share too much.
Right.
This is why I say people share too much. First of all, you came up here saying that you wanted to call JJ Wentworth or some like JJ Wentworth
I remember
to get your cash now. So, because you were struggling to pay bills, the lawyer said no, and you were struggling. And that's what you said. You were struggling. And so now you're in the hospital, so, people going to do that. And can I say this?
Did he even get the money from
So you
JG?
saying
I know.
it's
I don't know.
convenient that he's in the hospital. That's what you're saying?
Somebody said it may be. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
I really don't know.
I don't either.
But
I mean, he had like tubes and stuff right in him. Like I saw the bandages.
No. I don't think he was faking. But some of the girls, now this is what some of the girls said. Now, like I said, these people be knowing better than me.
Okay.
These people be knowing better than me. Cause see, like I'll let you slide because I don't know some of this stuff. I'm not in the hospital all the time. But them girls were saying, how you gonna have 700 sugar and you drinking 2 Sprite?
Ooh, that's a lot.
They said you eating all this fruit and stuff, talking about something you going to surgery. And the girls was picking up on that. And so I'm like, well, damn. And again, I'm not saying this. I'm just telling what the people are saying because they know.
Are saying.
Okay, yeah, the people.
Because they know. I don't know. But I'm asking questions. Who, what, when, what, how. Now, when I got my water heater and my water softener, honey, the girls were coming for me. I had to let the girls know. I said, just because I put some on the wish list, that don't mean I got it. But how about somebody might have a warranty or home insurance or something like that? But again, it ain't none of your business. It ain't none of your business because I don't put it out there. All I know is I wanted it, and then you saw it the next day. You
I
see
mean,
what
you
I'm
got
saying?
it. Hey,
But I didn't have to tell you all my business, and the girls still don't
right.
know how I got it. They don't know if I got it from the wish list. They don't know if I got it with my own money. They don't know if I got it because I have a home warranty. They don't know nothing.
Point is, you got it.
I got it.
That's all that matters, right?
Now somebody said I don't even know he called for me to dance the cancer dance. I haven't been watching, but hey, stuff happens. Child, yeah, he did. He did. And I was just very shocked. Yeah, I want to look, see what Brother Jay was talking about. Yeah, like I said, I hope the man get better. I don't wish no death on nobody. I don't wish people to have calamities and hard times. But
I know that's right.
sometimes our mouth get
Now,
us into trouble. Now I know I'm gonna
he's not
talk a
going
lot of
live
mess.
from the hospital again, is he?
I
He
hope
hasn't done
not.
that yet. Okay.
Oh Lord, I hope not. And then he was like, Jehovah got me. Nobody ain't say Jehovah didn't have you. Again, it's all of this stuff. And I said, stop using God as a weapon. Stop using God as a pistol. I mean, God ain't your do boy to do bad. So I look at that kind of stuff, and I'm like, your concept of God is very limited in scope. What God wants you to do is be still and get healed. That's what God wants you to do. So yeah, now stepping over here. Let me say this. I don't know who you are, but everybody is welcome over here. Long as you don't cut up, you welcome over here. So Stephen has been here before, like Voodoo has been here before. So this is not like this is his first time. And maybe Stephen feels
He's from the Umar sector, so he's
okay,
one of them
and maybe
haters from
Stephen
over
feels
there.
good
Yeah.
over here because he may not be getting
Yeah.
treated well over other places.
I don't start no problems over here, no trouble over
Right.
here with Jay Wilson. So
We don't do
have
that
I
over
here?
here. No, no. You
No,
know what? It's really funny though.
we had a good conversation actually the
Honey,
other
the
day on the
girls are
Todd Hilton
mad. The
mess.
girls are mad because the new gays, we get along real well. Like Shamar, with the new gays,
I like
we get
Shamar
along.
too.
But this
Yeah,
is the thing.
Shamar's cool.
The people who I don't get along with are these closeted men who want to come over and want to say stuff, and they closeted. Some of them don't even have no teeth, Jesus. And I'm like, why are you over here? If you don't like gay men, then why are you over here? Why are you always trying to click up on my link? And I don't understand that.
That's a good point.
Now, I don't understand that. If you straight, then be with your straight friends. Because I'm going to
Right.
tell you what, most of the guys who used to do that to me when I was younger, they would get
They be
got.
the
And the next
ones.
thing
Uh huh.
they bending over. So you
They
better
be
move on.
grabbing the
You better
ankles.
move on. You'll find yourself in a precarious situation. Anyway, now you won't because I got a man now, but now I'm just saying. And I'm always side eyeing people who straight and always over here. I'm
You
always
know,
side
Like
eyeing.
that Rex character.
yeah.
I don't understand Rex. I had to block him. Too
Let me
homophobic.
tell you, but they be all
Mr.
over on
West is
Lemon.
like
But
that
they be
too,
all over
though.
on Lemon Channel. They all on Lemon Channel, and they swear he's straight. Girl, let me move on. And I don't have a problem with Lemon. I really don't. I mean, and like I said, lemon is lemon. But after that Michael Jackson and that Eli situation,
Yeah, that
girl,
was
you
a
can't tell
lot. The
me
wet
2 cents.
ass debacle. Yeah, that was a lot.
He
Not
When
wet
he
tried to
was
ass
trying to
touch
touch
debacle.
me.
that man's wet
Po
booty.
lemon. Po lemon.
He touched me. Oh, he touched me. And
Uh-uh.
oh, the joy that left my soul. Something happened. But anyway, let me move on. But now, lemon, look, and the thing is, I don't deal with them crackheads, but they all over your house, and you got their phone number. How you
Oh
got Eli's phone
God.
number? I'm
Right.
just saying. But
You are the company you keep, aren't you?
I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
I
So
ain't say
again,
that,
I'm looking at
Lemon.
them
My
people.
God.
It's a lot of people that I'm just looking at with the side eye, and they all hyper masculine and stuff. But they, let me tell you something about some of these other people that was coming over. They was really confusing me because when you calling grown folk TV at 1 and 2 o'clock on the phone with him,
What?
and you got a whole woman in your bed, but you talking to this man and giving him money, I'm like, what the hell
Oh
is going
no.
on here?
What?
Mm.
Okay, that was more
That
gay.
sounds like
That's
some
more,
Rex.
honey. That's more gay that I can handle. That's too gay for me. That's 2 o'clock in the morning. That's too gay
No,
for me.
no, I
I
don't
don't
have
know.
a
And they don't
problem
be
Yeah.
with
saying that.
Uncle Rex. Rex. I don't have a problem with Uncle Rex, but he does like obsess over his like hatred for the like people that are gay. So
Right.
Well,
I'm like,
all I can say,
if they're not trying to sleep with you, why do you care?
my thing is this: you usually hate what you hate in others, you
You
hate
really
in
hate what
yourself.
you are.
And I just think that's what it is. And the people who are so vocal about it and protested the most are the ones you got to watch out. It just reminds me of these Republicans that was anti-gay and all of this stuff, and then the next day, you know, they in the bathroom at the airport tapping
Right.
their
Some
feet.
kind of scandal.
Oh
Heard
wait,
about it.
wasn't there a politician from Florida that got exposed in a hotel room? Was he a Republican or Democrat?
No, he was Democrat, baby. That was a black boy too. That was a black
Is that
man.
Andrew
That was
Gillum? Was that
yeah,
him?
Lord. Yeah,
Okay,
they
all
knew he
right.
was gay
I
already because
remember
his
that.
wife, baby, his wife looked like she threw a shot put. So I think they were just trying to help each other. You know what I'm saying? You know how the
Oh
church people
God,
be
not a shot put. Okay.
baby, that girl be a lesbian and he be gay and you're like, girl, marry him and y'all can help each other. I think that's what it was.
That's
I think that's what it was. Yeah, baby, I think that's what it was because she looked like she could throw a javelin herself. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh wow.
I'm just saying.
I wonder where
So,
he's at now. Like, is he still doing politics? Because he was from
I
Florida,
don't
right? Or was
know.
he from
Yeah,
Georgia?
he's from Florida, baby. He's from
Okay,
Florida. I
yeah.
don't know. And I bet you that
Okay.
lady's
Them are
still
your
with him.
people, Jay Wilson.
Well, you
That
know they do
Florida.
that in Florida, baby. They do it. Don't mess with Florida though. They'll do it though. They'll do it. They will.
They
They will
will.
do it.
He got caught
I
with a
mean,
whole porn star. And
well,
I
no,
think the
well,
porn star died in the hotel room too.
no. He had overdose,
Yeah, yeah.
and then
Well, he
Andrew was on the
died.
bath. Really?
Yeah, that
Oh
porn star
wow.
died of a drug overdose in that
Oh my God.
hotel room with that poo poo all over the sheets, and they said
Oh
blood was on the
Jesus.
sheets and all kinds.
Yeah,
What?
I remember that. But let
Yeah,
me tell you
Andrew
something though.
Gillum, look him up, Voodoo.
I remember. No, I
That was a
remember the
mess.
story. I didn't know all of the details.
Ooh,
Yeah,
yeah, it
Oh
was a
wow.
dirty
it couldn't
mess.
have been worse than that preacher hunching that OnlyFans star and looking in the camera,
I
and
remember
What?
that
it was
too.
over that big old church.
Wait, are you not talking about the one out in Colorado? Are you that
No, no,
the
no, no,
white
no, no,
mega,
no,
the white dude
no,
from?
no. This one, no. You talking about the white dude who was messing with the guy, the prostitute who was on meth.
Yeah,
Yeah, but no, this was a preacher in the Plantation, Florida area. And he was actually over a big church, and he was stroking that boy. Okay,
oh
and they
Oh
Lord,
called him. He was
wow.
all looking all. He was
I haven't
looking
heard of
all up
that
in the
one.
camera.
Oh no,
Oh yeah, this was in
Pervert.
Florida. This was in Florida.
oh shit.
And the man said, you know, you got to get home to your wife.
Oh
Oh,
Lord,
I'm like, girl, he just, ooh. How
was this
you,
a
but
black
this is,
man?
yeah, he was black. Yeah, he was black.
Oh.
But this is the thing, though.
Here we
How you
go.
gonna be messing with a porn star? See, this is what I don't get.
They always do.
I'm not telling you to do wrong, but if you're gonna do wrong with somebody who got just as much to lose as
We
you.
got some
Right.
Okay,
sense.
you could have went to another preacher. It's plenty of gay preachers out
Right.
there. You could have went and got one. But no, you gonna go get an OnlyFans person
Right. Yeah, you gonna go
It's
get a
who don't
porn
always
star,
care.
and they gonna out you.
right.
Okay,
Like that
Yeah.
Shannon Sharp incident.
okay. Why you gotta get the most flamboyant? I mean, I'm just really confused.
So you
I'm like,
looking for
y'all think
trouble? Well, maybe that is like maybe that's a part of design though, Jay Wilson. Maybe that they secretly or like subconsciously want to get put out there. Like they can't do it themselves, so they're being reckless on purpose because they're not able to do it themselves.
no, I just think sometimes people don't think long term and they get into a moment and then they start doing the moment and then when reality
But
hits,
that they're
then
untouchable.
then reality hit and then it's like, oh, okay. Because now, yeah, he knew they were filming. And that's the thing, he knew they were filming, but I guess he wanted that booty so bad in the moment and he just
Oh
wanted,
God.
he wanted to release. You know what
Oh
I'm
I
saying? Because
release
God,
I'm
I'm gonna have
like,
to look
master.
that one up. Mm-mm-mm.
this was all you got to do. Well, no, I don't know if it's on Dawson Speaks talks about it, but baby, they had the whole thing. Somebody sent me the whole thing, and honey, I was like, oh my God. I mean, all up in his guts. I'm like, oh my
Not in
The
the
God.
sex
guts,
video?
master.
Huh? What you say?
I think
Can
he
you
said
hear me?
sex, was it a sex video?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, baby.
Wow.
It
Did
was
you watch it
almost
from
worth.
start to end?
Child, I did. I sure did. I'm
My
like,
God,
oh my
today.
God.
My God,
But no,
today.
no, 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 no. Let me say y'all. Let me say this something.
Research
Let me
only.
say this. Let me say this. He was
Right.
no different than that preacher eating that lady kitty cat, with that bump on his head, and the lady was.
Ew.
Baby, let me tell you something. Now, this was outside of Dallas, and it was so funny because I had went to a family function, and that lady said, "Honey, I'm going to that church Sunday, honey." It was somebody at the family reunion. She said, "Honey, if he eat like that, honey, I'm gonna sit on the front seat
Okay.
Sunday,
Oh
honey."
no, is that someone said? Oh gosh, that's
Baby, I
Dallas.
was
That's TD
hollering.
Jake's country right out there.
Yeah, yeah. You
And
know,
isn't he
mm,
caught up in some of this mess that's going on? I
With
forget if
P
it's a
Diddy?
Tyler Perry stuff or is it the P Diddy
I
stuff.
think it's P Diddy.
Oh,
I think
okay,
it's P Diddy, but
I hear
now
his name
TD
come up every
Jakes.
now and then.
Now TD Jakes is getting ready to sue Larry Reed. That's the big thing right now.
What?
Who? What is he doing?
I heard he was supposed to be doing a lawsuit against Larry Reed.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Uh-huh. So there's a lot of things going on.
I
There's a
feel
lot of
like they
things going
just throwing
on.
his name in it because I haven't seen or heard any concrete evidence against TD Jakes.
You know what? I haven't either.
Just because he's cool with these people, just because he was cool with
Yeah.
Diddy, I mean, those are just like working relationships. That don't mean he was out tipping and dipping. I mean,
Child.
pastors are supposed to have contact with a lot of different people from all walks of life if they're really doing ministry and doing mission work.
You know
It's a
what
part
though?
of it.
They want to get on TD Jakes, but let me tell you what got me. Jamal Bryant looking at that man's legs. Who was that football player? And he was when he's very metrosexual. He's very, CK1, but I can't think of the man had on boots and some shorts, baby. Them legs were shaved and
Football
shiny.
player?
All
Yes,
right.
they were shaved and shiny. And Jamal Bryant said, you got some nice legs. I'm
He said,
like, huh?
oh, I ain't mad at it.
I'm like, Cam Newton. Baby, he told Cam Newton he had some nice legs. He said, you got some nice legs. See, let me tell y'all something.
They probably already get something, Pastor. Child, please.
Cam Newton had his legs crossed with them
I
booty
bet you he
shorts.
did. I bet you he did.
With them booty shorts.
Mm.
I'm like, Lord, but baby, let me tell you something. Them legs were shaved and shiny. I'm like,
Oh
okay.
yeah, Jamal Bryant's the one who has the mega church out in
Yeah.
Maryland. He was married to Giselle from Real Housewives of
Yeah,
Potomac.
that's the one.
Mm.
And I'm not saying that man gay, but
I don't think he still has that church anymore.
no, he had New Birth.
I
He
think
had
he
New Birth in Atlanta.
lost a
Yeah,
lot
he
of
in
members
Atlanta.
after that.
No, he had New Birth in Atlanta because Atlanta, honey, the girls are all about
He
them
done moved.
shenanigans.
We
Okay,
all
he
out
done
Baby,
there.
got up and moved.
baby, them girls all
He
about
was
them
in
shenanigans
Maryland.
in Atlanta. And let me tell you
Okay.
something.
Just
Let me tell you something
Joe.
about that man. Let me tell you something. That New Birth said, they needed butts in the seat, and they said who else to get but Jamal Bryant
That's not
because
Eddie Long's church, is it?
it is Eddie Long old church.
Are you serious? Oh God.
Now they used to scandal, so why not get Jamal? But let me say this though, I hate to say it, but on a business, not spiritual, but on a business, they were dead on it. They knew that he could preach. They knew that he did a lot of civic and social work, but they knew he was messy. They knew the girls would come for the mess. You know what I'm saying? They knew that Giselle would come, and she did. The first couple of months she came to the church, baby, the church was
It's
hyped.
packed. Well, he got
Because
the
them
seats
girls
filled
like
up
them
because they had
shenanigans.
lost a lot of members. I know
They
they
did.
were
They
He
down
did.
did.
to they had lost a lot.
And let me say this, y'all. Those people who propped up Eddie Long, they were making good salaries. Them people wanted to keep their jobs. And see, y'all don't
Of
understand when
course.
people have bank money and they got homes and stuff all wrapped up in that church, they're gonna get whatever they can get. And again, their bank on
Yeah.
Jamal Bryant was it. And I mean, you can't go. And Jamal ain't running that church. He getting paid and he's the face of it.
He's the
But
face of
the
it,
board.
yeah.
Yeah.
He ain't the
Roland
neck.
Martin said he be calling out Jamal for selling out the boycott for 3,000K. Yeah, I heard he was trying to get back with Target. It didn't go out well. He did it. It sure didn't go well. Well, gentlemen, I gotta go. But it was so nice having Stephen and Voodoo here.
Yeah, thanks for having me up, Pastor. It's nice talking to you, Voodoo.
Anytime. And y'all, thank y'all for coming on up. We're going to continue to monitor Castro, honey. We're going to pray that he get off that porch with that rusted raw iron black ironwork. We're going to pray that he get some paint and paint that's sealing so we ain't looking at that crack sealing up on that porch. We're going to ask that the Lord help him with his voice. Before he come on, he said, she said, wait a minute. We're going to ask that the Lord help him with his voice, and we're going to pray. And could y'all please send him some T-shirts? Okay, he like them little white beaters, but can you send one that's real white and crisp? Because the other one looked like it was about to be an old nasty off the shoulder piece, because maybe that thing was very loose over there and it was looking very dingy. But anyway, I love him in the Lord though. So y'all gotta go. Peace and love. Bye.